Today, I'm about to head to have lunch with one of my good friends since fifth grade. Yeah, fifth grade. So that should be good. And after that, another one of my contracts, we're having a cleat donation day. So we'll be setting up for that. And for that, I've said that so many times already. But for the cleat donation, a bunch of coaches sign up, then they come pick up high quality cleats and supplies like gloves or shoes for their athletes. Then, as soon as I get done there, I'll head to my last contract of the day, which will be the School for Sports Performance contract, and get them through their session. It's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday today. So this is the last time I'll meet with that one for this week. And I just have one more event with the Pro Team tomorrow. Then I will be heading to Tucson with my sister and my godson. One of my sister's good friends and one of our family friends, her son is having a soccer game in Tucson. So we'll be able to get some clips over there, take some photos for them. That'll be fun. And we'll be able to enjoy a quick soccer match over there. Not much to do in Tucson, but at least we'll be able to watch somebody we care about play a sport, play soccer. So that would be nice. But right now I'm headed to DeFalco's for lunch with my friend, and I love DeFalco's. It's so good. I'm so happy she suggested it. I didn't even think of it for a spot, but it's so good. I usually like their pizzas, of course. The pizza I like is the one that has all the meat that they have. You can choose to have it spicy or not spicy. I can't think of the exact name of it, but it's really, really good. That or the penne alla vodka, that's amazing. What else? Their salad's good, but their penne alla vodka is amazing. One time I went there and they had a special where it was a chicken parm pizza, and I was like, well, I have to get my normal like all meat pizza, and then I'll get this one too. I was getting it for the family, and they loved it. Sorry, my asthma's a little rough today, but yeah, DeFalco's always hits, and their drinks that they have like on their fountains and stuff, it always tastes really good. Like I feel like they have the proper amount of syrup with those drinks. But I really like their Pepsi Zero. It tastes really good, and when you add the lime to it, it tastes like sweet tea with lemon in it. It's weird. So that's something I noticed. So if you're ever at DeFalco's, it's right on the border of like Tempe and Scottsdale. But if you're ever over there, I'd highly suggest really any of their food. It's like an Italian carniceria. It's like an Italian meat market, but they have food, of course, to eat. They have fresh meat that they can cut up for you. And they usually cut it up and they give you a little piece to try. So you can have for your sandwiches or your charcuterie if you're into that, or your charcuterie nachos. That's been a trend. But it's a really good spot. I've been going there for almost a decade now. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm trying to think of other things in that area that I've gone to since like about a decade ago. But I feel like that's the main spot. It's just always good, always like small family business owned vibes. They've been around for a long time, since the 1900s, but it's a good spot. I highly recommend it. It's recording. So I went to lunch with my friend since 5th grade. So I went to lunch. So I enjoyed lunch with my friend since 5th grade, Sabrina. Every so often we catch up, a couple times a year. It's cool that now she lives over here, so we're able to either grab food or go do some workout or something like that. But it's always good to catch up with like long time friends you haven't seen in a bit, and it's just neat to have friends that you've had that long. It's crazy. There's a lot of people who have different friends on rotation, like, and that's cool. But like, I like to keep the same people around me if they show love to me, and I show them love back. So it's cool. I like having people in my life for the long run, and it's neat that I'm able to have those people in my life. But again, it was good food, and it's at that spot I really like. We got pizza and sandwiches, and it was so good. The pizza I was trying to think of earlier is called the Romulus, and it's amazing. It's so good. It has like just different types of like Italian meats, and they get a lot of their stuff. Falco's gets a lot of their stuff from like Italy, so it's imported and it's high quality. It's so like my mouth's watering, but it's really good food. And then we got Italian subs, and Italian sub tastes like any other Italian sub, but just like a higher quality version of it. But any sandwich I get there is really good. Sometimes I get the one that's like some sort of like beef and like horseradish, or it's like a Reuben of some sort, or maybe it is like a Reuben, but that sandwich is good too. But yeah, really everything was super good. Oh wait, we didn't get the Italian. It was a different sandwich. I don't remember what it was called though. It had some sort of different name, but it was good. It kind of, that's why at first we're talking about getting Italian, and then we switched it to a different one, and that's why it didn't taste like an Italian, that much like an Italian. That's why. Okay, cool. And I love their Zero, or the Pepsi Zero over there. And again, I put fresh squeezed lemon in there, and for some reason it literally makes it taste like sweet tea. It's so weird. I don't know how they mix it up or anything, but it literally tastes exactly like sweet tea. Just like with a little bit of carbonation in it. Then after that, I went to one of my contracts with a pro team. We had a cleat drive. Do that a couple times. Well, we have those a couple times a week, just for any like local schools or spots. So if any of your teams need them, let me know. So that way we can get those kids sorted. And it's like it's usually like high school level and under, and there's a lot of like bigger sizes, so we can sort you out, just as long as you're connected with them as a coach or stuff like, or on staff there, and we can sort you out. So just let me know. Then after that, I had the last contract of the day with the school, and that was good. The end of the day was with that school, coach sports performance for. It's the end of the week for them. It's a pretty cool setup for high school. They go Monday through Thursday, and Friday, only the people who are struggling with certain classes, like who aren't passing, they have to show up on Friday to do like additional work to just help them like gain a better understanding of those subjects. So or maybe if they have like a game that Friday too, then they have to show up for that. But I think it's a really cool setup for a school in general, and it's neat that they make it like it's legal nowadays to have your sport practice as a subject, or your team sport as a subject in schools. Whereas like when I was in high school, that was illegal. And a lot of coaches would get in trouble for that. But the coaches, like when I was in high school, would get in trouble because they would call it like a history class, but it would be like a football performance class. Whereas like now, you're able to have football performance classes, you're able to have sport performance classes, and I think it's a lot better this way. And it makes it so the kids go to school, they do all the subjects they need, and they end the day with their sport-specific class or their trade-specific class. And once school's over, they go home. It makes it so people don't. It makes it so the students and the staff don't have to stay into the night. Because I remember when I was in high school, it was crazy how long the AD had to stay. It was crazy how long teachers chose to stay to support the local or the school's matches or games. But they did it, and they did it with a smile. They did it, and they enjoyed it, or at least they made it seem like they enjoyed it. Or even with clubs, but it was cool to have the sort of teachers I had when I was in high school. I just ate after I got done with that contract today. So I just ate, still trying to rehydrate. Now I'm gonna go lift. I wanted to lift this morning, but I had a lot more remote work to do with the agency I work for. So I didn't put enough time between that and the lunch. So I pushed the lift to be tonight, which is fine. I just wanted to make sure, and I just wanted to make sure I have enough time to properly warm up because I have deadlifts today. And again, I just want to be prepped as best as I can for deadlift day, because it uses quite a bit. It takes quite a bit out of me. But I have lift today. I'll probably do a jog a couple hours after that. Then, well, actually after the lift, I'll have my protein shake, maybe a little snack. Then I'll do the jog. Then I'll have dinner and maybe play video games with some of my friends, my bros. I don't know yet. Probably edit this. I feel like with my editing projects, I'm caught up, and I'm even like planning other like future things. I'm planning this, so it's nice to be ahead of the game when it comes to that. And that'll be about it for the day. And then again, tomorrow I'm going to be going with my sister and my godson to go see our family friends a soccer match after I get done with some work. I don't know exactly what time we're going to be leaving for that, but it should be fun just to go on an adventure with family. I feel like growing up we did that a lot, and everything was an adventure. Like, things don't always go right, which is fine. It just makes it more of an adventure. But it'll be fun. It'll be nice to hang out with my godson. But I look forward to it. And I think that's... I don't have any other, like, structured plans this weekend other than, like, some work stuff. But that's about it. That's my day today. Thanks for listening.